All right, what it do, baby boo? What it do, baby boo? Come in. Welcome to the space. I miss you guys, whoever this is. I am so committed today. I think I have 4 signs left. I'm going to do all 4 of them so that you all can have your word from God. How are we feeling? This is crazy, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is just gonna be like your summer channeled message. Like I said, from the Most High. I hope you guys are in a good place in life. Actually, kind of like the drama of that angle, whatever. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the fun part, which is where we figure out who this is really going to be. This is always like a fun vibe. I don't know. I literally don't know who's. I don't know. It's the birthday, bitches. Yes, Cancer. Yo, happy birthday, Nicole. It's my sister's birthday today. Dennis, we gotta text Nicole. Okay, anyways, the Cancer reading's up first, bro. Hey! 1 time for the birthday bees, 2 times for the birthday bees, 3 times for the birthday bees. Let's fuck it up because it's your birthday, bee. Hey, fuck it up because it's your birthday, bitch. Fuck it up because it's your birthday. Fuck it up because it's your birthday. You see? Cancer, we can go there in the club. We should be turned up at the club. That's what we should be doing. Emoting and dancing. Spiritual warfare on the dance floor. That's what I pray for you. I pray for a clear dance floor with nothing but supporters for your solar return. If you're a Cancer sun. But if you just have goated Cancer placements like heavy and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah too. Get you a fucking dance floor and shake your ass. Okay. It's your birthday. That's why I'm feeling good, dude. I got good energy. I'm like well rested. We got our motherfucking bucker cupper. So, it's going to be a good day. Cancer, you should have gave the girls probably a little warning that your moon was going to be satanic. Like that. I'm kidding, brother. These girls are not handling the end of the world well. Yeah? And I think they hate that it's coming through the feeling space, through the primordial feeling, and that would be you. I think that they hate Eugene Eustace Krabs. He's got the microphone right now, and he's doing a very long cipher about how much he fucking hates capitalism, how the Krusty Krab should have been franchised from JIT, and he's just kind of piping off right now. Because he wasn't even like the local franchise that got the Whole Foods pipeline. You know what I mean? They kind of skipped over the Krusty Krab altogether. They literally just went to the chum bucket. So, he has thoughts and opinions. 1 fried cook for 30 years of operation. What does it get you? You can't even retire. Cancer. You might be in your Eugene Krabs. You know what I mean? I made this motherfucking Krabby Patty formula. Okay. I've been fucking running it through these streets for years, and what the fuck do I have to show for it for fucking investing in you dirty ass fucking fry cooks, huh? That might be your monologue. That might be the monolithic monologue for Cancer. Cancer, you... I think you're dealing with a primordial ancestral wounding. It's in your hands right now. What happens when the goddamn family squanders the goddamn family asset? What do we fucking do? That's what Cancer, you're being asked to channel the emotions of, well, guys, we had the rubies. The rubies were right there, bro. And now we have each other finger popping each other's assholes. That's what we have. Because we are the guys who had it and lost it. I think you are, and it may not even be a negative space, but you're that drama right now. That's the drama that Cancer is going to be providing to the space and to the area. My head's on the Barbie because I'm the guy, I'm the number 2 that they go to because this and that. Oh, Cancer. Okay, I really hate to sort of bring this story up or this memory up. It's not exactly a great one, but one time when I was working at the vintage store I used to work at, we had an incident where one of our vintage turquoise was extra expensive because it's like native source, like actually like, you know, so it's like proportionate to the native artisan. So it's like, also it's their vintage. So we would like oftentimes like show whole collections and shit. So there was like one collection that I think we were taking during like road days, like during like the touring season of like our pop-up season or whatever. So I don't know what event they had popped up that my owner and my other coworker had gone to, but on the way back, one of these like it was just maybe like, I don't even know, like just this giant orange like turquoise piece. Yeah, it was just a problem. It's just massive. We just got this ring in and it was insane kind of, and it was just like too big of a ticket piece to kind of like go missing. And it was the type of thing where like it went missing in someone's possession. So it was kind of like my other coworker got dealt with, where it was like, maybe Cancer, like no one's really having that much sympathy. They're not really going to do too much investigating. It's kind of the type of thing where it's like the net loss was always contracted that it would come back on you if this was, it would be your responsibility if this was, you know what I'm saying, not taken care of. You get what I'm saying? So from whatever lens you're actually on, that's going to motivate your behavior, because you could be getting karma back right now that's like, yeah, we don't really even care. It could have been like someone underneath you, someone in your team, but it's like you, Cancer pays for it, or Cancer, it takes the demotion, or Cancer, Cancer, whatever, right? Or Cancer's like, hell no, I'm moving in a way, I'm moving this way, and you need to understand and respect why I'm moving this way, because it's my fucking tab. It'll just be, no one gives a fuck about you girls because you're not even important enough. It's Cancer that's going to be known as the guy that's, you see what I'm saying? Like Cancer's really worried about the byline. Like what are they gonna put? The movie line is like, the movie on Cancer is about this dickweed. Yeah, that's not gonna work for Cancer. So I feel like that's kind of just like a story I had to tell you, because basically like the jewelry went missing and there was a lot of, it was just like, it's about to be a girl boy. Like it was kind of like one of those moments, way too much like estrogen in the space. But yeah, basically my coworker kind of got treated, you know, it's in a way that might make you want to go union worker, like, you know, like very kind of like inhumane, because sometimes unfortunately in capitalism it's like, when the product that's worth the value goes missing, the business evaporates. And so that's why every time something human error related happens in like late stage capitalism, like at Amazon, like you just get like disenfranchised, or you're just like kept on contract to just kind of continually have a primordial feeling of like lack of security. And so it's just like a journey between you and the dark night of overcoming and transcending that you are always enough. And like, right, slavery, right? So yeah, Cancer, that's kind of the sensitivity you're on. You're on your Eugene crabs, because a lot of people think Eugene Crab is a cheap bastard. And that's just what's kind of being run in the streets. You know, everybody's like, SpongeBob deserved more. That's kind of the, right? I mean, hey, like that's what they feel. And, you know, regardless of what Cancer's backstory about it is, it's always been in Eugene's best interest to represent his whole brand and understand that his employees and his money-making abilities are all one and the same. And I think you're learning something about interconnectedness right now, Cancer. Truly you are. Either through the evolution of your soul, which means like you really know how to empower yourself to be like, yeah, and this is why, like I think Cancer, you could also be doing some very finalized things, like making some very like proper moves for yourself to really just get on track and in alignment fully, and you're not really saying sorry about it, because again, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Cancer being emotionally intelligent, like maybe for the first time. Okay. Sorry, Ken. I'm sure you enjoyed the beautiful score, though. It's coming from my Cancer moon, so you're welcome for the frecuencia. But I think you're about to show the world that you've actually always been emotionally advanced. Not just emotionally intelligent, like, but like ahead of it, like ahead of the feelings. Which is good. So let's get into some good reads. With your boundaries, I think the way that you are able to stand in your boundaries, like Cancer, this is what I want to say. This is what God's message and assignment would have been for you. Now, whether you're meeting this or not in terms of like the basic requirement, but this is all going to be about your boundaries. 9 of Wands. How well are you able to realize nothing is going to fucking come down if I have some boundaries, okay? And that's what I'm trying to make sure you guys understand. I come from deep Cancerian waters, yes. Big, quick feelings. The type I'm nothing but the women that came before me. Truly, that's what's here. You know, the whole fucking meeting my husband and fucking him in a Target parking lot. That's all Cancerian emotion. That's all like I feel what I feel right now, and I gotta feel it. Like that's the type of shit I come from. Fucking punks, bro. Like rowdy, rough rider. People who are just like, I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. Woo! Like bohemian ass motherfuckers. Right? That's not every nigga. Like not necessarily. So, you know, but it is a type of nigga, and that's us. But that's what I'm saying, you know, I feel like Cancer, I'm trying to really show you that, like, having boundaries actually, like, beyond the shock factor and the balancing out of, like, the waters of it all, nothing happens to you except for you either having boundaries or not having them. So it's whether or not you want to get fucking... Because you're a temperance angel, temperance, right? There's got to be protection around this temperance angel. I feel like there's a King of Wands type of energies, like, yeah. All this boundary play. When's it the boundary? I don't know. Cancer, you know. I'm hearing, you know, tuning into what you want me to hear. So go ahead and offer me the reading you really need, Cancer, because I feel like that's most important here. Let's just see. Yeah, Cancer, I think you were dealing with an energy, a like king of whatever type of masculine energy that caused so much hurt at your boundaries. And the problem with that is like what we just talked about. God was actually telling you, like, this is what we're going to do. God was like, someone took advantage of the fact that they knew you were working on and the assignment was developing boundaries. So to just kind of be in your space, be in your area, it's like, it's an immaturity thing, but it's like to be in your space or to be in Cancer's area. It's like, this is one way to do it, I guess. Like you just kind of fuck with their boundaries while they're working on boundary work, because at least it just gives data. But I don't think they realize that maybe put them on a path of like Cancer not being super stoked on the vibe. You know, I don't know. Or it just looks like a lot of really sexy Cancers in a very magnetic, attractive... We'll see, Cancer. I don't know. Let's see, bro. It's your birthday. Let's get a good message, you know? Holy shiitake. So, okay, Cancer. Emperor, 10 of Swords. Complete rebirth. Out the gate. Cancer, yeah. My best friend Mercy was born July 11th and Pepper 3rd Deacon Kenzie. And I just, yeah, I feel like, here was her vibe. For her 30th this year, she was like not on this earth. So I feel like the rebirth that you're going through right now is that intense. There was I think Cancer, there was if you're doing shoots and ladders, like there was something that you knew, there was an idealized version of like what running the whole empire would eventually look like one day. And I think this is just when like this is the end of like all you needed to learn from what that dream was. And so you are truly starting an entire new journey where you are like completely reborn. And I think a lot of this, the reason why the Emperor journey being concluded or transcended, I really feel like you're transcending the game. Like, straight up, like, this little game shit, this whole shit was about you, actually. Wasn't about the bitches you was trying to make it about. It was about Cancer and how you were about to be in a whole new framework. Because I think with you, Cancer, it's just so obvious that there are many lifetimes that you're still like hung up in. Like, Cancers in their one lifetime on this earth live so many lives, but a lot of them stay hung up. Like, a lot of them don't get like closed. And I feel like Cancer just always hangs on because things don't close. And I know that this is really painful for you in certain ways, Cancer, really like reaching the conclusion or the finality of a cycle that I feel like was about you getting to an Emperor status, like was about you getting to somewhere that you once could have only dreamed of, like being at the top of this for yourself. And so I think in a lot of ways, maybe it could be processed as just like mad painful, because it could be like all you know, it could be all that you've done thus far with life. And so for it to end in the 10 of Swords is like pretty pushaisty. But I think a lot of that has to do with why God wanted to really overemphasize that this cycle was about understanding that your next cycle, you're supposed to be started spiritually focused. Yes, because whatever this old empire was, you weren't making it because of necessarily your spiritual assignment. And so the way that we got you to transcend it to spirit is we just sent you through a bunch of spiritual initiations until like the old version, the old consciousness is completely kaput. This is also kind of getting pinned to it. It's all getting pinned up. You know what I mean? This is the type of pinned up by God where it's like you are being forced into this fool. I also feel like Cancer, like I said, you could be dealing, there is Emperor energy also that is at the 10 of Swords because they were a fool about you. They were in the fool archetype, but I'm just getting that because of the 10 of Swords, they would have taken the foolish route. They weren't the fool who's empowered from the heart space, which means like people don't know what's in my heart. So when I act on it, they don't know that I'm acting from the heart. So there is a time where the fool looks like a fool, but then gets exonerated and as like initiating something wild on the frontier, Aries. Or there's the frequency of the fool, which is like, I'm actually making a foolish decision. You know what I mean? But it looks like Cancer for you, I feel like it's in your favor that this Emperor energy, and I want to say this is a lot to do with Aries energy, Cancer. Aries energy. This energy is like very Aries dominant in the energetic. But it looks like this Emperor Aries figure, it's like it was a foolish decision connected to you that has now played the entire cycle. Like, it's just something like I said with this Emperor energy, it's like a fool, like certified fool, certified like type of idiotic type of shit. Just because it's like, how many times do we have to just like rip the band-aid off and start anew? It's like Cancer, that's like what I'm getting. It's like an energy that you are getting. It's what I'm saying is like this whole July shit, bro, for you, Cancer, this whole Cancer season, it isolated this type of fucking frequency for sure. It like really fucking isolated it. Cause it's just kind of like, I think this is where you do the pattern recognition thing, and it's like, but we always have to start again for the same reason. And it's because of the same thing. And I think this is where Cancer, again, you didn't, okay, Cancer. There is a relationship that you have not gotten closure. It's a relationship that is derived from a deep past. And because the emotional issue within the relationship has never received closure or resolution. This is a relationship that you keep holding on to and bringing into your now. The issue with that is, it looks like that is the actual root issue as to why you're seeing, you know, the cycle keeps hitting where now it might be like the 10th offense with this type of energy, where you're finding that you are the person that is the fool. I would be dumb because this isn't even the first time that has happened. It doesn't even make any sense why I would still, whatever, right? Over this energy. This is Cancer starting off being like, I'm not actually moving from my heart with this. So I think Cancer, I'm going to do this with you right now. Think with me about the emotional resolution. For my husband, I'm going to prompt him, okay? For a lot of things, like, he doesn't have a lot of emotional resolution over being wrongfully sent to a rehab facility with no existing proof or evidence of an addiction of any kind. So, with that being said, not getting emotional closure over something like that is why, from cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle for the last decade, since 2016, right? He has never gotten emotional closure, and he has really, as a Cancer, in a lot of ways, what he'll do throughout the years, it was like he'll like actually tell himself like, I want to be around my family, I want it, but really he wants emotional resolution. He wanted to actually get someone to be like, I know this happened, this emotional problem is here, we're going to talk about it and deal with it and close it so that we actually can go. Because from what it sounds like, you and this Emperor energy, it needed to be closed. It doesn't need to be that we're going to trauma bond and like hate bond into forever, like we could ever be on the same teams, because this emotional issue hasn't closed. Again, I think Cancer, you're realizing like, whoa, I have like a trigger behavior. Like I go to this person, and I feel like for a lot of you, like I said, it's like there's a stitching to the relatedness. So it might even be a real awakening, a real deep thinking about like what you attribute to this energy, or what part of your like journey you give to them, or you say they're responsible for. It's a lot of that deep rewriting happening, and I really support you in rewriting your story that is a little more accounting of you as the person that's responsible for like what's happening to you. You know, not like writing the story. It's like, I'm responsible for why everybody's life is shit. But like, you can start writing more in your writing, Cancer. And also, Cancer, you guys are some of my favorite writers in the world. I want to also make sure that our best writers are also like growing and being challenged. Something that might be really good as a prompt from Alexis, the loving friend, is just to like continue to write. Try to challenge yourself in like whatever creative endeavors you do next. When you're writing and contributing your writing, speak from, even if you're writing for something else situationally, like speak from the person, like first person perspective. That's like, I am the writer. I am responsible for what happens to me as the writer only, and only talk about that. Like, don't even talk about what it did to everything else. Just talk about how what you did affected and created something for you, and reflect on it honestly, good or bad, good or whatever. But that, from you, Cancer, that's going to be a really great meditation for you for the next, try it for 6 months. Why don't we try it for 6 months? I don't know. Fuck it. Right? Do a little challenge, because I think you guys need some structure right now. So try that, right? And just, you'll look back in 6 months. Maybe we'll check back in, right? We'll check back in around Christmas. And we'll check back in and we'll be like, look at all the work that you made post that Cancer new moon message. And how much richer your internal world becomes. And then therefore how much better and more confident you feel to share what it is with the world, because it feels better. You know, a lot of times I think Cancers, I'll out your secrets. You speak in ambiguity because you don't feel too great on the inside. You know, it's really easy in your language to like start seeing when you're like trying to like not talk about feeling bad on the inside. But I love when Cancer talks about the bad, not good. My bestie, Mercy Harper James, yes. Oh my fucking God. That bitch could tell you a story about a bad feeling like a motherfucker. And I loved her for that, bro. And that's why I'm like not even mad how she went out, because that was her brand, bro. She was a rough writer. She's a rough writer. They fuck with that, bro. They fuck with me. I mean, like, the Jameses and the Taylors go back. They're like a wave cop type shit, you know? So, God bless America, right? Only in this country can you get some fucking shit like that, you know? So, yes. So, I just unpacked why you've been kerfuffled and intertangled. And this isn't like a soulmate, brother. This isn't a twin. No, this energy is actually someone that you had an emotional interaction with in your deep past that never got resolution. And that's why actually the thematic of like why this trauma situation where it's like, this is like an emperor that's just like, hee, fuck it, boom. And she's like, fuck it, start over. Fuck it, start over. It's like, it's not good. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's like, we know. Cancer's like, we know you don't give a fuck. Cancer is paying a tab right now. And it might even being like, you're getting, like my husband right now, he's getting deep karmic retribution, like from stuff that happened to him 10 years ago. So while he feels happy to be receiving, it's good things he's getting, but it kind of fucks with him because he's like, I'm 29 getting reparations from stuff I was supposed to get when I was 19 for wrongs that happened to me. So it doesn't really make him feel better though, right? Because some of this shit that you're dealing with right now, Cancer, in your big ripe age, like this was that long ago. Like this nigga's been pressing you since 19, 20, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, you've been annoying the fuck out of me and fucking up the commas since 19 type shit. You know, that's how Cancer's talking. It's like, it's been too long. Let's see. Wow, Cancer. I really do my best. Like, I feel like my brand is really modernizing and feminizing the prophetic space. Like, I really want to do that with my tapings of my spoken word. And I think I do a really cool job of that, but I feel like I do it the best when I'm talking to you guys. Isn't that awesome? So, thank you, because I would definitely put on, like, if I had to submit my shit to the clergy, I'd put on one of y'all's messages and, like, you know, do the whole powerhouse of praise thing. So, yeah, anyways, I love y'all's energy all the time. Whoa, Ski. Whoa! Cancer. Wow. So what's crossing this Emperor is this Queen of Cups Sun card. Also the way that God has juxtaposed that this is in fact the lesson you are learning in relationships right now by this big figurehead. Like I said, you've made like an empire of life experience with this energy. And it's just a big reveal that this energy has only ever consistently shown up as an energy where it's like, we're talking about like the legacy, like the taste in your mouth that this person would leave is just, they just are reckless. They wreck things to shit. This isn't someone this is someone who abuses power to shit. So you fuck that up to shit. You know? Because I think that this energy's karma, Cancer, was doing that exact behavior to this. Something this open-hearted and exalted by God. This is like God's fine jewelry. And to try this attempted murder shit on something this pure not only exposes that, like, yeah, this motherfucker is just like trying to catch a lot of bodies for what reason we don't even know. I don't even know how to explain what's going on there. But then to try to do it to God's anointed. And Cancer, low key, you know, this could even be an experience that you're feeling. Like this, I'm just saying you're experiencing this dynamic where it's like, again, unresolved emotional issues will try to destroy your future. Is what I'll say. They come back energetically in that form. By attacking, by physical attacks on whatever does bring you joy. Because it's a part of you that wants you to acknowledge that I'm still hurt. You left me, because like you keep hanging out with that friend, right? But it's like that friend did that thing to you that one time that destroyed you and ruined the good you do have. You get what I'm saying? But you're the one that's upset. You're the one doing this to you, Cancer. Not even the spirit, the figurehead that you put in the fucking way. Not the puppet even that it's playing out on. This is about you and you, Cancer. This is about saying, I gotta take me the most serious. If it doesn't matter if in the schoolyard, like I had a bully named Shania. She also was my neighbor, lived on my street. And in the first grade, she spit in my hair and then would sharpen pencils. She had like an automatic pencil sharpener when those came out, the ones with like the batteries. So she started putting her pencils in. So she's sharpening a full pack, right, of like Dixon, like whatever and shit. She's like sharpening a full pack, and then she would throw sharpened pencils at my hair, and then she would spit in my hair and like spit in my black ass hair as a little white girl. And you know, it doesn't matter if anyone else like thinks that's whatever. Like from that point forward, she was my neighbor, and like we like whatever. But the cancer in me like is still like, we just like didn't address it, like because it was one of those things that happened in childhood. But like I didn't take childhood as like a fever dream. I took it as like I was here. I'm an Aquarius, so I was like awake. So she always just acted and like kind of moved on. And my inner child was so like, oh bitch, you spit in my hair and threw a box of pencils at my head in first grade. I remember that shit, you know? So it's like that. You have this emotional issue with someone that's in this place where it's like there's a place in your empire that's like an emperor in the empire. It's like they have that type of power. But it's like, why give power to something that you have unresolved emotional issues with? And think that you're going to be able, because I really genuinely, I see your heart, Cancer. I don't think this is sadistic. It's like not fair. You would never think that something would touch something unrelated. But when you self-sabotage, that's exactly what you're doing. Eating at your chance at joy. Eating at your true prophecy, your true happiness. Cancer, I'm gonna have to say something. Your beauty right now at your birthday is gonna be contingent on whether or not you cut this energy and transcend this energy. They've been siphoning your beauty. I'm not even kidding. Your literal looks, your attractiveness has been siphoned because it's supposed to be, God's actually doing this to you. You can't even get mad. It's not this person. They're dumb. They're puppets. They're low vibrational. So you need to understand this war is not against flesh and blood. A lot of times when I have to cuss people out, it's because they have demons inside of them. I'm not even talking to your friend. I'm talking to like the demons that they have inside of them that I have to talk eye to eye and let them know I'm not fucking playing with them. All right. I'll deep throat the Goliath, no hands, no legs, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared of shit. So because that's the case, I need you girls to understand something. This energy is infiltrated with a bunch of demons. Okay. Is the only reason why that's what's happening. But these demons are emotionally fucking with you, and for whatever reason in a younger, deeper past, when you were more vulnerable, that interaction with the demons that were in that person attacked you. And because of your vulnerabilities, you never claimed that. You never thought that I had the right, because of how they did me, to be like, maybe you should not be around me any further. Maybe this is where our story actually ends. But you did the Cancer thing, where you hold on to people out of hopes that they will give you some emotional resolution that I don't think is coming. Because you're not understanding, you think everyone is Cancer, and they're not. Cancer, you are the most beautiful hearted spirit on this planet. You are pure love. You are nothing but a good person. Genuinely, I know that. I know that. You're the only good people left. Unfortunate for you, what's a good person with no boundaries? A narcissist. Okay, so I need you to lock the fuck in, twin. Your boundary and it not being compromised is exactly what brought back your beauty and your abundance straight to you tenfold. And that was God who karmically tested it that way, because God needed you to keep bound. You can never go back to a life where you don't think you can put up boundaries for any reason, bro. For any fucking reason, bro. It doesn't matter if the sky is blue and that bitch is pissing you off. Listen, brother, I'm going to take my space now. This relating ends here. I don't have any further reason other than I don't desire to put energy towards that. I need respect, acknowledgement, and I need this to end now. That can happen at any time for any reason. And if these girls have the audacity to tell you you're doing too much, clap your hands and shake your ass and walk away, because it's already done. That's all they're going to be able to say once you tell somebody to leave you the fuck alone. Once you say that this ends here. Because all you do by not taking care of yourself and staying around Cancer is steal from Cancer. And I am not going to have another fucking Cancer in a fucking jar that I have to fucking go sprinkle around the fucking trees and shit. No. Because that's what these demons want to do to the sacred burning fucking heart. They want you in a jar, dusty. That's how they got mercy. As we speak. Cancer, don't make me go ape shit. Respectfully. You got a nigga coming up to you trying to hand you nothing but demonic heartbreak while you were working on yourself. What? You knew I was trying to change my ways, girls. You knew I was trying to change my ways. See, Cancer, and that's what, and see, you should never turn your back on your twin. You should never turn your back on your twin, Cancer, because I saw you moving different, Cancer, but remember, I tell my husband this all the time. Cancer, they're the ugly bum buster bitch. You are, 500 count Egyptian cotton. That you're not that, okay? You aren't ghetto, okay? No, that's not what the fuck is going on here. So hold the fucking phone. Wait a minute. Who wants to have that raggedy ass experience? Cancer didn't. Cancer was never. Cancer, you weren't even over there. This is an issue with you not emotionally closing things out. And these are byproducts, mutations, if you will. Cancerous motherfuckers are getting... That's the real one. New title. Cancer, you're done with cancerous motherfuckers for eternity. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, the fuck dumb doodly you are. Yes, because every time I feel like you get to working on yourself, this motherfucking energy comes and fucking always wants to make sure it's heartbreak when you're actually making progress. And that's what happens when you lock in with demons too long, because again, I can tell you the truth, Cancer, I know your truth. You're not in these relationships for anything other than emotional closure. But I'm here to tell you, because it's been 15 years, they're never going to give you the emotional closure. When are we waiting on? Year 35? Cancer, I say fuck them and come party with the kids. Because what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Because this is immature motherfuckers that know you changed, know you left them in the dust, know you see through them, know that Cancer's onto a bigger bag, know that Cancer got some real motion. And they know that the only thing that they can fucking do is just try to break your heart while you're making good progress. Because that's all this is right now. All you're in the middle of this retrograde is bad feelings that people sent your way, guy. Fucking buster bitches sending bad feelings. The Cancer way. I don't think you guys understand. I'm not nice, okay? My brother and I scream for a living, okay? Just like our daddy did, okay? Because we have a rage on the inside that you don't understand. We need our native ways to calm the nigger down, okay? Because I cannot contain what it feels like. The original divine mother being disrespected. That's you, Cancer. That's what you embody. So this planet is an extension of your energy. The feeling of this planet is a sensational place to be, because there's nowhere else in our known galaxy that feels like it. So you need to really take a good hard fucking look in the fucking mirror and figure out when you're going to start loving yourself in a way that will protect you from not being the bitch that has to be the one that's 6 feet under, Cancer, any further. Because you're the only one taking losses while you're trying to get ahead. While you're still also not giving yourself emotional closure from shit that really mattered to you, that you talked yourself out of thinking mattered. No, it definitely mattered because it's robbing your joy. My best friend was a dramatic fucking bitch. She killed herself. That's not cool, bro. It's not good. It's not okay. It was awful. It's horrible. It was an awful experience. And she didn't even, it's like she did it, but she didn't intend to like make that the moment that it was happening. It's just letting herself get to a point where she was like addicted to the feeling of knowing like, I'm gonna fucking go any moment because I'm not taking care of myself. Because I'm Cancer. And I hold on to all these people who aren't gonna realize I'm only holding on to them because I needed a sorry or I needed acknowledgement. I'm acknowledging the fuck out of you right now, Cancer. That the demons in that energy are not your problem. They are not your fault. And you need to know God is not going to give you their karma. But you do need to understand this. A boundary is worth everything. It's not going to be applauded. You don't make boundaries for applause. You don't make boundaries to make money. You make boundaries to keep yourself in love with you. Do you understand me? You make a boundary so that you don't ever fall out of love with you. That bitch only loved you because you once upon a time used to love yourself before you let these niggas rob your beauty. This is your divine feminine that you're letting this nigga fucking, that's your inner beauty they're siphoning. Fucking popper ass motherfuckers. So your divine masculine is like, not today, Buster. I don't give a fuck. And all it has to do is claim that that's your divinity. Has to claim it. It has to claim the, whoa, that's my internal divine feminine that you're fucking with right now. You think you're fucking with, your bros thinking you fucking, it's because you're fucking with your, no, it's not about no woman. It's not about no bullshit. This ain't about bitches and hoes. No. This is about Cancer. Anything that's outside of you, Cancer, is a reflection of your internal world. So any motherfucker that matters to you is a reflection of some shit that really matters on the inside of you. So tell somebody, whoever the fuck is important to you, whoever this Queen of fucking Cups is for you, Cancer, it could be your fucking kid, it could be whatever the fuck outside of you. You have an example of something that's just nothing but an open heart. And you keep that person and you hold that person in your narrative. You keep them alive in your life so that people know that there's a part of you that's really like that too. That's really open and vulnerable like that too. So I'm not what you think I am. I'm not just the bullshit. This very different side of me exists too. And sorry that you guys are upset that it had to manifest in this physical embodiment of it. But I think, Cancer, you're being gifted this Queen of Cups because it's just like, for fuck's sake, you deserve to have this part of you nourished. It's such a big part of you. This loving side of you. This is just like nothing but love. All the love in your life cannot be attacked and murdered. It's not okay. You can't, Cancer, don't make systems in your life. Don't make alliances and allegiances that are committed to destroying love. Don't do that. Why? Look how hard you bitches are working to stamp out love, and then that's all you get. It's like, wait, did we actually just kill love? Not a good vibe. Now there's no love in the city for the kids. Awkward. Bad karma. The wheel turned upside down, Cancer. Yeah. That Emperor, they brought on like very heavy, to bring Mother Justice out. She really doesn't have to make too many jurisdictions too often. I'm going to be honest with you. But the way they fucked you up, God is going to show them that the wheel is going to negatively turn. So Cancer, I think also how seriously the forces of the universe are backing up this story you're living is also making you feel like this energy is really important. It's even more important because it's just like, there's a lot of stories going on in your life, Cancer, but this one that I'm talking about, this little specific story I'm talking about, where this like person out that you are in relationship with, that you've known from your deep past, that you have unresolved, repetitive emotional issues that never get resolved. And so you do the Cancer thing and you cling on to them and you keep, but I think you actually thought that was your best friend and it's actually not. It's actually the person you need the most emotional acknowledgement from. You probably need to have the longest conversation face to face with this person about ending this and why we're ending this and why this was never really a great idea to keep doing and why our human nature is the only thing that kept us doing it, in fact, and that we can be wiped clean and God is not judging neither of us for anything any further. And there's no expectation for us to even think that we're being accredited for each other's behaviors because there's no more karma tie there. Because unrelated to that, Cancer gets this. Your divine masculine within is understanding how important love is in your life. Real love. Because the thing about this Emperor energy is the problem, the reason you clung on to them is because they were the first people to show you that some people don't love you for real. It's fake love. And Cancer, you can transcend the game of like holding fake love by you to know fake love exists. You know what I mean? Like that's a learning tool. I totally get that. Like sometimes keep your enemies close to you so you can study them and understand them. But I think you've actually like graduated. You know what's an enemy. You know. But you also are transcendent enough to know like I don't have to stay at my boundaries and make friends there. I can, because this person is not in your boundaries at all. They're in like your cup. It's like, do you see how their open cup? Like you could go jump into their open cup and you're not going to come anywhere near this energy's walls at all. Like at all, there's just like not Cancer. There's something that's just so juxtaposed where it's like you would never have ever been. And I read this for my best friend because like, she needed to know like, bro, we were going to make it out, dude. Like there's no way me and her were going to suffer forever. There was no way, dude. We were going through some fucked shit, dude. But there was no way God was going to leave us down forever. And so I keep living for her. But I want you guys to know, like, to me, like, Mercy was the first friend that transcended. It didn't matter what race, color, creed, where we came from. We were exactly the same. We had the same shit, bro. Both had Sagittarian moms proper. You know what I mean? Like, type she, like, we just, like, got it. Like, we just, like, had the same fucking blues. But she was just, like, the type of friend who was like, bro, I can be my full, real, honest self. You know what I mean? But I also just feel, like I said, it's just going to feel really good for you because I feel like karmic, the wheel finally turns for this Emperor and they're finally done. I think they really did do this to your love. They tried to kill your love. They tried to murder your love straight up. Like straight up. Unironically, justice in reverse. Murder you having real love in your life. That's really the thing. It's not even just like it's like trying to like wipe out real love. But I think you realize through the attacks sent at this person, through the universal forces applying at this person, through how painfully you feel all this in your spirit, I think it's just like actually setting up the clean slate for you in this energy. To really be like totally aware once this begins that it's like, oh yeah, this is like once in a lifetime type of shit. It's crazy, Cancer. But it is derived again from you needing to really put the boundary in. I'm just giving you so much clarity right now what's been going on in this situation. Yeah, in your near future, Cancer, this is really huge. Something you've been having a lot of anxiety about, confronting, is like now it's time to go to your love that has been hurt and spiritually attacked and ganged. Look at this. Look at how much has been sent over this person because of Cancer, you know, because of things you didn't close out in your past. You're learning that this thing that you're going to go apologize and bring your cup to, that's your Queen of Cups, that's like not in a good place. You're going to go bring your cup needs to have love in it. That's like, brother, I'm supposed to nurture you with the awareness that like I brought all of this to your life. A life that didn't need it. A life that really only needed the King of Cups. This is your internal masculine talking to your internal divine feminine, but this is also like playing out in front of you, right? You're really realizing that toxic Emperor and your need for emotional closure from them made you sort of cosplay like they mattered to this story that you two were writing, and they really didn't. Because they don't even matter to you anymore. They did you so bumbleclot dirty, it's like you don't even fucking mean anything while I was over here fucking tooting my dumb shit up. And I think this is like the fucking Romeo Juliet dark romance that Cancer's always fucking brooding over, obviously. But yeah. You finally have the your heart chakra has been opened and cleared enough to be able to take accountability for all of this. For the ways that you ruin what is good and pure and loving and really true about your life, Cancer, for stuff that like should have been closed out for you. And it wasn't closed out because you were actually done unjust. But I think this thing is the thing that was going to help you heal it. And instead, you just had to listen to God and have trust that like transcending this, you didn't have anything to be scared of. I feel like you left someone in it's like torture chamber kind of vibes. It's like you kind of just like tortured someone's soul. Low key, because you didn't have faith that you were meant to transcend that. It was only that hard, the betrayal. Not so you held on to it forever, but that you would leave that group behind, that old identity, that old flesh behind. And you could have been here and here. But now you have to be like, big apology and hope it can undo a lot of the damage. It's like, I don't know. The torture? How do you repay torture? Cancer, a lot of people get tortured over you. And I think the next portion of this reading kind of moves into like your plan of actions moving forward, Cancer. It's like currently you're definitely probably locked out of something because it looks like you were still holding on to that energy, defining it, allowing it to be. It had power in your empires. That's why they're an emperor. It's like one of your emperors. It's like they have power in your empire, Cancer. So this could be an affiliation, a friend, a lover, a parent, a whatever. It could be any type of figure like that. I gave you that as this example. But it's like that. It's like with his parents, it's like if they have power and rights in Dolphin Boy Records and they have in his new shit, but he's only actually really including them because they haven't said sorry yet. Like God's asking you to just be like, you're not going to get the sorry. They're in hell. They're paying for it. So it's like, it's getting cleared, but you might want to not be letting like your new shit, like your life with your wife ever go down ever again. You know what I mean? Because of an attachment that you told yourself you needed because you were awaiting some sort of resolution. Like, oh, I can't leave this because I gotta see it through. No, what you're really saying is that's like little big kid chat for like, they hurt me in recess and they never said sorry and it's been 30 years and I don't know if they're gonna say sorry. That's Cancer now. They're not gonna say sorry. This is a quick, swift message to a Queen of Pentacles. I think the Queen of Cups kind of learned how to be a man, like, about shit now after that. I mean, you kind of have to, you get hard-bodied, you know, you kind of just, like, protect yourself. So I feel like, look how you've changed this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this Queen, Cancer. Where something that someone used to give to you freely that was targeted by this unclosed old emotional connection you had is now not, it's completely transformed. It's not an open cup anymore. You're dealing with something different. You have to, it's like, basically like this was you, okay, Cancer. So it's like you met someone as a lover, but because of the way that the rapport has gone with your karma, you now have to like email them. Like, whereas you used to be able to probably just be casual and like, be like, I love you, what's up, babeski? Now it's like, hello, can I make an appointment with you? It's like, okay. And that's purely on you. Because this, Cancer. Because you're going to tell him how, like, I was locking myself out of my Two of Cups. Just because I couldn't let go. Because I think this emotional fulfillment you were always capable of giving them. I think you were telling your partnership, the thing that your love, your real present joy, you were telling it like, defer, and you're realizing like, how dare I ever defer love? That's the only thing that ever mattered. Being right or getting a sorry won't even feel like anything genuinely. It won't even feel like anything. Because karmic justice is already dealt with. Like, if someone like murders someone, it's like already dealt with. It's not waiting to be accredited. You get instantly dealt with by the divine for any action you commit. So it's not even about us resolving it. God resolves it. You got to be resolved with God. But I feel like this new moon, Cancer, I mean, everyone around you got revealed to be a third party. All of it loose change. I think that could have been really hard. Because it's like this new moon, it's like a birthday party full of unrelated phenomena. Why do you think I was with the Shisha Knights for Mercies? We didn't want no new friends, you know what I mean? None of that. And I think, Cancer, it's because, again, you had a fear of the path that comes with following your joy. Again, the relationship that is in question right now with this toxic emperor narcissistic fucking frequency that's like attacking your present joy, it was creating a very deep fear of you going down a path that ever actually ended up making you happy. So you were like gonna be on a loop of self-sabotage forever because you actually were fearing your Queen of Cups. You're actually freaked out by it. Even if you're in a relationship with it and living with it every day, like even with my husband, I'm like, because of what happened with him, with his family, like there are ways where my husband is still freaked out by anyone, but definitely by deep personal relationships. Like he has mistrust issues because of like being put like thrown in a car and fucking driven out without any, it's like scary. Too much telenovelas, like type shit. See the outcome of your reading. Cancer, okay, this is huge. You are learning that history is not the same as passionate, unconditional love. Your outcome is determining that emperor influence, it's just karmic history. So both of these energies will hit your nervous system the same way. They will feel like the same thing because your body only has so many ways to make you feel like, oh, like I'm hot. When that woman walked in, you can only get like hot or cold, or you can only like, oh man, ooh, goosebumps. Or like, oh, you know, you can only have so many bodily responses that are like, oh, what the fuck? Who's that? What is that? What is that? What is that? You know, you can only have so much of that. So both of these energies will attack your body the same way. But the difference between a lifelong friend that's in the Six of Cups reverse and a lifelong friend that's Ten of Cups is one of these people, you have the reason your soul remembered them, the reason that they felt like they were supposed to be on your path, they felt like someone who's supposed to be part of the story, was because you had unfinished karma to address. Very different, and it's not going to give life like this will. Same old ancient feeling, but this is someone who's supposed to be, you're supposed to, it's still flowing, like it's still rainbows and sunshine with this energy. It's very different. You get me, Cancer? This, and God has had you in a cycle that you just completed successfully. And I'm so, guys, oh my God, my heart chakra is just like, I am so proud of you. Holy shit, guys. Like, you are coming, I like, as I'm channeling through, you are really coming, I'm helping you, like, we're becoming aware together, Cancer. But like, you have had two very prominent relationships running in your life that you can contemplate. But like, one feels like nothing but an amalgamation of like, how I could explain like, one of these is a loop. One of these is like inserting a key. So like one of these relationships always feels like you have to manually, this is the innovation. I don't know why they're showing me this. If you were a producer, I don't know. If you were using some drum machine of some sort, some drum, whatever, right? This relationship is gonna take the labor, and every time you do it, yes, you know what sound it produces. But every time it's time for you to make a song, there will never be help to innovate it. Every time you make a song with this type of rapport, Six of Cups reversed, which is that emperor energy that like crashes out. You always have to just make stuff with them where you're always gonna have to be right there doing this the whole relationship. Inserting it's just one note. It's just one sound that you have to press. This relationship is like you get together with them one time, you look into each other's eyes one time. It's basically like this relationship is equipped with the recorder, the ability to loop. So now, not only do you start the relationship with like, hi, my name is Alexis, I like you. Hi, my name is Alexis, I like you. Hi, my name is Alexis, I like you. Right? That loops. And then on top of it, it's like, oh my God, I think I love you. Wow, oh my God, I think I love you. And it's like, you are going to spiral with this type of Ten of Cups. That's Ten of Cups. Okay? So with my husband, he, in his family sector right now, it's getting lit up because he's related to two types of people. He's related to people where, yes, karmically, we can always come together and, all right, I'll clap, but you gotta do the melody. And it's like, everybody's always gonna do that. And there's never an ability to innovate with this because God doesn't want you to do this forever. God wants you to come together, make the song, listen to the song, be like, scrap. That was enough of that. This is an energy you can make the music with forever. You have so many alternate titles in your reading, Cancer. This is an episode. This is an odyssey, this reading. Oh, man, dude. This is awesome. You are reaching incredible spiritual... This is some of the most profound information I think you have ever received in your life as it pertains to love and relating. And this is awesome for you because no matter how this is playing out in a story, it's so important for you to understand the spiritual significance of why this amalgamation of everything is what you're going through. And I just don't think God could have come any clearer in an hour for you, Cancers. I genuinely don't. You are done with the cancerous energies in your space. You're about to find love you can make music with forever. Genuinely. The music will never stop. With the love that's in store for you, now that you've mastered what was literally the fucking loop you've been making yourself play. It's like, sorry, it's like no shade, no tea, but it's kind of like The Alchemist, where it's like, you know, the brand has to, if you make a brand out of analog production, that's awesome. But when it meets big tech, which is the Age of Aquarius, like the innovative production, I think at some point you're always going to start running up against the machine that's like, just going to kind of reiterate like, yeah, we can kind of, because the machine's not saying it can create the genius. The machine is saying, input the genius, we'll just hold it for you and loop it. Because I think some of you think, this is what I'm saying, Cancer, I think some of you think like, nah, man, I put my, it's like, you look like the fucking alchemist to God. Like, yeah, bro, I'm still in there fucking chopping up the samples myself, brother. I fucking just went to that fucking vinyl store in Japan, fucking got that fucking 7-inch, that shit on there, bro. Put that wax on there. But yeah, brother, you're still fucking melting wax with a fucking candle. Fucking like, it's like, some of y'all look like the alchemist straight up. And what he represents was once upon a time, like where the evolution of sound had to get. Like he had to do the analog thing and had to fucking really cut the fucking check, brother. But I think now where we are for Cancers, it's the same thing where it's like we are now being asked though to submit that you are allowed to, there can be feminine innovation as well. You can allow the feminine to receive God's, like let God hold something for you. And these relationships that are coming in now are not here to threaten or demolish the fact that you're the person that hears the sound. Like, that's what I would always tell someone like an artist like The Alchemist. I'm like, well, the real thing that it is your sound. Your sound has an adjacent type of craftsmanship behind it that should never be divorced. Of course, duh, we all know that. But the real thing was the sound you hear. I always tell any composer of any type, any producer of any type, I'm like, the sound you hear, you heard before you could make it. That's the actual interesting thing. That's why we love your music. That's why the Grammys are on the shelf. And your name's not even on the song. It's like not even like nobody even knows it's your song, but you got the Grammys on the shelf. That's why. Because you could hear it before it was here. You did the feminine thing. So I think I want to producer rights. You know what I mean? Hell yes. Black Summer. Yes, all the things. But for my producers out there, the thing that's actually magic about you is that you can hear invisible things and then you actually have a means to do it. I think right now, capitalism has been breaking your back like Sally, keeping you thinking the only interesting thing is like how you bring it here. But it's actually way earlier than that, right? The child that belongs to the parents starts way before the sex portal, it's way older than that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just arguing that most of the people who have children came from the space of genuinely the nut producing the conscious awareness that we're going to create the possibility of life. And I'm saying it should have predated that from time. You were either born a mother or you're not. You know what you would remember, you know what I'm saying? So don't come for the kid. But anyways, Cancer, that's all free game. Free smoke, hey, free smoke, hey. I cleared it up for you, Cancers. We know you the good guys. We know that. It's all about spiritual breakthrough though, right? Right, team? It's all about spiritual breakthrough. Guys, think of it this way. Listen. Shout out my brother Denzel. But you know me, every day I basically live like the fucking level 10 fucking parental advisory the government's giving you, okay? It's a chimenea in here. So there is nothing that'll purify your spirit like a smoke ritual. So let me just tell you, if it's smoke out for free everywhere for a minute right now, guys, just know God is cleansing the pores. Absolutely. Get around your stoners. They'll let you know that fire ain't nothing to be scared about, brother. Call your ass to slimes. Yes, sir. Check on them guys. But anyways, Cancers, I genuinely have the best time. I think this is my best message yet. I think I gauged my best messages. Actually, has nothing to do with my presentation. It has to do with like what we unpack, team. I love a good lesson plan. I love a good lesson plan. I got so much out of this being here with you. I think you guys are in a completely new place. I can't wait to get this up on the fucking archive. You guys are gonna freak out. You guys are gonna freak the fuck out. I hope I get a title that really just makes sure that I get all the Cancers that are supposed to see this, because there's so many of you that are like supposed to hear this. Cancer, I think this is like your sexiest birthday yet, maybe, like for you. I don't think we're gonna be talking about your sexiness at all, but I want you to know God noticed. God saw you do your big one. God's like, Cancer, you looking right. You looking right. That's why everybody left. Yeah. Okay, anyways, I don't know. Cancer, go get some water and listen to God. That's all I have for you. Okay, bye.